a lot of people wonder when you're, because let's be honest, Grace, and I think Bubba and I need to be the guys here. I know you got great family, great parents.
Yes, sir.
Don't be one of these weird people that you get in movies when you're a kid and you turn out being weird. Next thing we know, you're like holed up in a liquor store shooting people.
Yeah, let's skip that chapter.
Right. Don't be that guy. Can you handle this? I mean, is it because it's starting to ramp up a little bit now?
Yes, sir.
It's pretty big movies. I mean, these things are huge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so you were you surprised? Did it change a lot of things when something as popular as Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first one, came out, because you didn't really know how it was going to go, and of course it was a huge hit. And the second one was a huge hit. Has that been the thing that's changed things for you the most?
Well, see, the thing is, it had such a big fan base already due to the books.
The books, yeah.
So we were hoping we should get some kind of result from the first one, hopefully good.
In the business, we call it some kind of little pop off of it.
Yes, sir.
There ought to be a pop. I know you've been using that a lot. It's good.
Yeah. That's my word this week.
Yeah.
Nice. And it did, and it did great. So we were looking forward to it, to hopefully doing a second one. And we already kind of had in our minds that we knew we were most likely going to do a second one. And so then when the time rolled around the next year, we went and we did it. And then there was always ifs if we would do a third one. We weren't really sure, not as sure as we were with doing the second one. But once we did the third one, we knew that would be the last one, because they were having to wax us all down to be wimpy kids.
Right, but, fake braces, teaching you how to talk higher. So if they do any more, they'd have to do it with a new group of younger actors.
Probably, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went back and recast a few years down the road and possibly finished out the series, because there's still more books that he's
well, but I think that opens up a lot of roles for you down the road. One that comes to mind, Rick. The Partridge Family, the movie. We have Danny here. Any Shaun White movie, any of that. So.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
The story of Shaun White. But what about, because I think everybody always thinks about that first moment. I remember wanting to get into radio, and the first time I worked at, the campus station, and you we had cassette tapes, and you put it in the car the first time to see how you sounded. And then
air check.
First time you heard a commercial on the radio. What was it like the first time you sat down in a movie theater and saw yourself on the screen? Was that weird?
Yes, definitely, and it's hard for me because I never watch any of my stuff. I barely do. I might have seen Diary, each of them probably through about twice, because the first time it's so hard to watch myself, because with me being an actor, I want to critique myself, which is really hard. Makes it really hard to watch anything that I've done. But once you get around to the second time you watch it, I really kind of get to enjoy it and just kind of watch it for what it is.
So is it painful, because do you find yourself things that those of us that are low, we're just rolling, we're laughing, oh, look at him go, but in your mind you're like, oh man, I didn't like the way I did that. I could have done that better.
You tough on yourself?
Sometimes. It's according to what mood I'm in.
Right.
But it went really well. I thought I did fairly good.
So. Well, people who listen to this show realize Bubba and I do not do that.
Right.
We do not critique ourselves and make adjustments.
Right.
But
some people wish we did.
Right. But so
why change now?
How as a kid does it affect school? Because I know there's different plans. Sounds like to me you're trying to keep your school world as normal as possible.
Yes, sir. I still go to public school, and I'm going into high school this year. But every set that you have minors on, you have to have a set teacher. And, I mean, you have to have a set teacher for basically everything. And so all my schools have been really good about sending stuff up there, for all my work up there for me to do. And we've had the same teacher on Diary for each movie, same teacher. So they basically become an extended wing of Clanton Middle School, basically. But it's been great. But the thing is, you have to get 3 hours of school in every day, at least 3 hours. And then if you get over 3 hours, the max you can do is 5. So those extra 2 you get go into a bank, and you can only have 10 hours in a bank. So what would happen is, if I worked one day and I got all my schooling done, I did 5 hours. The next day, if I didn't get to do school, I would have 2 hours left that I could use up for that bank, which is real cool. There's all certain,
and it also teaches you math.
Right,
exactly.
Right. All right, you go back to your school after the first time you've played a character as weird as Fregley. Is everybody calling you Fregley at school?
My friends are thankfully more glad I'm back than how much I am like Fregley. But some kids walk up to me, oh, hey, you played Fragley, and I'll take a picture with them, and I'll talk to them. And it's really cool how everyone loves the character, and it's great to be something a part of. It's great to be a part of something that's this massive.
Well, and look, Grayson, I don't want to hound you to do the whole thing, but could you just give Rick a line or two from the story of the Muddy Hand?
You know what? Here we go. All right. Sorry, my voice might be a little bit deeper.
That's all right. That's all right. If you need to get into mode,
just get into
whatever,
character.
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to get them fake braces, stick them in your mouth?
Yeah, no, I think I'll be good. All right. It was a dark and stormy night like this one, except this is day. Everything seemed normal. An old woodsman was chopping wood, and then it started to rain. Now everyone knows you don't chop wood in the rain because it leads to accidents. The old woodsman thought to himself, I shouldn't chop wood in the rain, but one more log to split and I'll be done. So he swung his axe one final time, and whack! Off came his hand.
Oh, my God.
The woodsman ran off screaming into the woods, never to be seen again. But his hand fell into the mud and went insane. And to this day, it roams these woods, searching for the two sexiest fat men known to man.
Hey, very good.